in Trincity, in the eastern part of Trinidad and Tobago, and we're going to be making history on M&E television for those of you who are locked on and listening and viewing on M&E television. We welcome you to the Trincity Community Cup, and we're also welcoming all of you who are streaming live on our YouTube channel as well. And this is the opening night, and it's a very nice crowd building up here. 11 teams are going to be contesting this over the next 15 nights. We're just going to be dark here for a few nights, but we're going to let you know what the schedule is going to be going forward. As we get ready, we have this tournament going forward is put on by, is actually going to be sponsored by the counselor for the chairman, rather, of the Tunapuna Piarco Regional Corporation, Mr. Josiah Austin, as well as the Member of Parliament for the area, Miss Camille Robertson-Regis, also in conjunction with the NLCB, all involved in this very unique tournament here. It's going to be actually a small goal tournament for those of you who probably might have never seen something like this on your television screens. This is something, like I said, is going to be history making, and we're going to be carrying it right here on M&E television. We're at this point having what you are actually seeing on the field, which is cordon off the southern half of the Montague Recreation Ground where we are the representative for all 11 teams that are going to be taking part in this year's tournament, and we're just going to have some fine instructions to them, as well as, yes, of course, the opening night, we're going to be having 2 games that's going to be coming up. And we could introduce you to those 11 teams. Those 11 teams are going to be all teams that are from the Trincity area, hence the Trincity Community Cup. And they are going to be Delmare, Dinsley Avenue, Kane Farm, Castleton, Montague, Dinsley Village, Kane Farm 2, Avenue, Castleton 2, Roland, as well as Montague 2. So there are 2 teams from the Montague area. There's also 2 teams from the Kane Farm area as well as the Castleton area. So we're getting ready to pass over to our roving mic that is actually there with the teams. So we toss it over to Peter C. Lewis.
Right. So we're here and they're now organizing. Josiah and I, we actually live right now, Josiah. So I was joking and calling him His Excellency, the President of Trincity, but this is a man well loved in the area. Tell us about this tournament, Josiah.
Well, this tournament goes way back to 2019. The collaboration, epic collaboration between myself and our Member of Parliament, the Honorable Camille Robertson-Regis. We stopped a bit for the pandemic. We had it in 2022, and then we are back now in 2025 in fine style, cage format. The cage style Inter-Avenue, now named the Trincity Community Football Cup. And this was actually something that they had when I was a little boy growing up in the Trincity area. I grew up in Dinsley Avenue. Trust me, I'm glad to bring it back and bring it back in fine style, bring in the community. It's all about family, it's all about community, it's all about friendship, it's all about football. It's love here in Trincity tonight.
Well, let me ask you one.
Actually, having played football in college in Virginia and in Rhode Island, in both parts of the US, I saw this. I saw it in a hockey post setting, I saw it in a small goal setting, and I always said I wanted to bring it to Trinidad. Now, through our regular public-private partnerships, we were able to finally bring it here in 2025. This is actually a dream come true.
All right, and so I know you're a busy man. You're going to go and start the tournament. We'll catch up with you a little later. But in the meantime, I'm going to take it back to my co-host, Mr. Jason Shields. It's back to you, Jason.
Thank you very much, Peter. And as you heard, Mr. Josiah Austin, the chairman of the Piarco Tunapuna Regional Corporation, they're just introducing a former sportsman and a resident of this area. And like he said, played in this tournament that it's actually not new. played in this tournament years ago and has brought some improvements to the tournament. Got some ideas from where he had played outside of Trinidad and Tobago, and now we're getting ready for our first game that is going to be taking place this evening between, and let me get my notes. My notes are with me right about now. I'm just struggling with my notes here because we've been here just preparing for some time, and it's going to happen. But before we just want to throw it over to the captain of the Delmare team, who's going to be interviewed by the man around, Peter C. Lewis.
All right, so we're here with one of the teams that are going to play. You playing the first game tonight?
Yes, we are.
And what's the name of this team?
This is Delmare Avenue.
Delmare Avenue. Now, what part of Trincity is Delmare Avenue?
That's the part by the mall, the good part.
Or the good part?
Yeah.
The bad part of Trincity?
Well, you know, a not so desirable part. There's the part where, you know, we enjoy life.
Oh, all right. So if I'm looking for a place to purchase, I should purchase that place.
That's prime real estate. We buy the mall, we buy TGI. We have everything, you know.
Oh.
Unless you're going on the golf course.
So let me ask you something. Have you all ever won this tournament before?
Why you asking me hard questions?
Well, I don't know because everybody coming to win.
No, we haven't won it before, no.
Oh, you haven't won it?
We lost in the semi-final last year.
Oh my gosh. How you like the whole style of the cage tournament tonight?
Yeah, man, the setup is nice. It looks like fun. The youths will have a good time.
So you're just here to have fun?
Here to have fun, have a good time, enjoy football.
Where's your captain? Tell me your captain. You say he gone again? He was now here. He gone walking?
He's a busy man. He walked that way.
Oh, he walked that way?
Yes.
All right.
That's Nick. Nick is the captain.
Nick is the captain?
Yes.
But we're going to try to talk to the other team, right? And good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Right now, we're going to toss it back to Jason. Jason, it's all yours.
And we just heard from one of the Delmare players who's going to be on the field tonight because they're going to be taking on Dinsley Avenue. And as we heard, Delmare, they fell in the semifinals last year, and they're going to be involved in the first game tonight. It's going to be the first of two games. The second game that's going to be played a little later on is going to be played between Dinsley Village and Kane Farm in the other. So we have Dinsley Village. We have a representative from Dinsley Village with Peter C. Lewis right now. So let's hear from them.
Right. So I'm here with the captain of Dinsley Avenue. I don't know why he keeps saying Dinsley Village. Why are you doing that? Come in.
No, it's Dinsley Avenue.
But he's saying Dinsley Village.
No, it's Dinsley Avenue.
Well, we need to correct super hype.
Well, the second game is Dinsley Village.
Oh, so it's two teams from Dinsley?
Yeah.
Also, it's Dinsley Village and Dinsley Avenue.
Yeah.
Ah, which one is the better out of the two Dinsley?
I would say the Avenue.
Of which you're the captain?
Yeah.
All right, so what the setting tonight is a cage setting.
Yeah.
Any reservations on that, or you like that style of work?
Yeah, I like it. The upgrade over the years. They did third edition, I think. Right. And I add something a little more spicy. The ball cannot go out, you know, men can't time waste and so on.
All right then. So, any predictions tonight you have, you know, your first game you're playing on your field?
I can't say, but I'm looking for the victory, the first game. Yeah.
Well, good luck, sir.
Yeah.
And all the best, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, Jason is back to you.
Thank you very much, Peter. And we're getting ready for the first game that's going to be taking place between Delmare and Dinsley Avenue. We're just moments away from that game. All teams so far are well decked out in their various uniforms, and they look very, very smart. Let's hope that their play reflects how they look. We see the Delmare team in their yellow and black strip, as well as we are looking at the Dinsley Avenue team. They're going to be playing in a pink, a predominantly pink strip. And as we see them there, we're getting ready to send it back over to Peter C., who's roving, and he's doing a lot of work out there before we begin. Here goes Peter.
I'm here with the man who actually built the grounds. He built the stadium, he built the ground. This is an important man in the community of Trincity.
Montague Avenue.
Oh, you from Montague Avenue?
Yeah, we all come together. Kane Farm, Castleton, Dinsley, we all came together and actually plant the grass down here and have this grounds as it is now today.
Oh, so you're proud of this area
We
then?
must be proud. You know how long we fight up before it reach here? It's over 20 years, you know.
Yeah, true story. I used to be passing on that highway many times. And it's the first time I come on this ground, you know.
Nah.
I'm
Long
telling
time
you.
ago, there's something. You know how effective this used to be? We used to play big goal. The goalpost used to be the different direction. We used to face that way, east to west. And just like small goal, it have at least 3 sides, 11 aside, outside waiting for the 2 sides that start off to come off.
So, how you feel the tournament will do for the community?
This thing is real bring together. So what we have here is most of the fellows who grew up with me with their kids and all of that coming out, getting to know one another, the community coming together, camaraderie and everything. So this been nice, man. Everybody were good out here.
And what I like the crowd and everybody is from the area and they actually
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah. So even though all you see here is from the area, we expect some foreign base to come in also. You know.
So wait, always buy players and bring them
But
in?
by players who were here and actually represent the country outside there, I could call a few names, but they know themselves. They'll be here soon.
Oh, they'll be
They
here
will-
soon?
Yeah, they're going to be here soon. They're going to be here soon.
Well, we have some guys coming in from Chelsea.
You call a good side.
Some fellas coming in from Liverpool.
Yeah, man. Yes, that's what we talking
They'll
about.
all be here tonight.
They won't be here tonight, but soon enough,
Oh,
when
soon
they
enough.
see things come through, you're going to see it.
They will
So
fly
be here for the following weeks coming up. It's turning out to be great.
All right, it promises to be a good night. Jason is back to you.
Thanks again, Peter. And like we were mentioning, this is going to be a very unique tournament to television production. For those of you who are unfamiliar, especially around the world, who are paying attention to what we're doing tonight, Small World it was born out of a training for the bigger, more conventional way of playing football. And in Trinidad and Tobago, which is very unique to us, we usually take all these little things and make it our own and make it in such a way that it has been part of our culture, how we do things. And so now we've reached a point where that we have a small goal tournament that we are now transmitting the world over because of the magic of modern technology. And it's going to happen, and it's happening at least tonight from Trincity here in East Trinidad. And if you can look at our feed, it's just with the backdrop of the Churchill Roosevelt Highway, people still just getting home from their various jobs, Port of Spain, moving from west to east. But on the inside here, we have quite a few people who I'm pretty certain who would have been very busy at work today and looking forward to coming here tonight here at the Montague Recreation Ground in Trincity for this tournament. We are moments away from Dinsley playing against Delmare. But in the meantime, we have to throw it back to Peter Silos, who has another interview on the horizon.
Right, so I'm here with the man who started the first football match on the ground. They say it was this man who started the first ever football match on this ground. This man started it.
Never happened. All lies.
It was not true? It's not you?
The man you spoke to earlier, yeah, that is the man. I came in late.
Or you came after?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How many football matches you win on this match, on this ground?
Hard to count. Can't remember. Many.
So right now so wait now, you're the champion for the ground then?
And the area.
You're the champion for the area?
Area is the champion.
So wait. So you have a team. You must have a team you're supporting here tonight.
I'm Montague.
Montague is
Yeah.
your side?
Yeah. That's my
Aye,
side, yeah.
That's your side. So wait, so you use the manager of Montague?
Nah. I come to support the community.
Or you're a professional supporter?
Yes.
Listen, how you feel about the format tonight with the cage?
Interesting. First time I've seen it, so I'm not sure how it will play off.
But you're looking forward to good things?
Yeah, of course. Trincity have good footballers, so definitely.
All right, then. Well, I wish you all the best.
Yes.
Right? And, we're going to be looking out for good football tonight.
Yeah, you should.
All right, then. Well, I'm going to take it back to the guys under the tent up there. Jason is back to you. Let's go.
Thanks again, Peter. And with an announcement from the main the main announcer at the ground where the DJ is, and just making sure that everything else is in place, because like we said, moments away from our first game. As you can see, for those of us around the ground, who has the advantage, and I'm pretty certain that our cameramen are going to be panning to them. Both teams, as a matter of fact, all 4 teams are engaged in some sort of warm-up so that they're going to be getting ready for tonight's play. It's again, Peter has, this time he has supporters, some professional supporters like he likes to call them. So we're going to toss it over back to Peter C. Lewis.
Hold on. This lady trying to tell me that I being wicked. And all I'm simply saying is that she is a professional supporter.
I have to support where I live in.
And you are a professional supporter as well?
Yes, I am.
Right. Now, I want to join the Professional Supporter League. How do you do that?
Residents of Montague. You know you need to drive out of here, so you better support.
Oh, is that a chat? So you from Montague too?
Yes, I am.
So how much are you living inside of here?
Everybody in Trincity?
How much years you coming to watch this thing?
Actually, this is my first year coming out. My neighbors and them pulled me out of the house.
Oh, so you come this year first time coming? You've been here,
Yes, second time.
Only second time? So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But you, we can't forgive you.
Oh, boy, it's a corporate thing, you know, it's when you come home from the 8 to 4.
Well, no, we have to talk to the president of Trincity, the Honorable Josiah. Listen, so who you want to win tonight?
Whoever puts the best effort out.
Nah, man. Also, your side not playing tonight?
I ain't seen nobody else, so I ain't think so.
Oh, your side not playing tonight?
We're not too sure yet.
Oh, that's not going on here then. All right.
But
This fella say he know about Dinsley. You know he? Super Hype say he know about Dinsley.
Nah, I don't know about Dinsley.
Why he's saying he don't know about Dinsley and he's saying he from Dinsley? You see, folks, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're going to find out the truth about Super Hype. He says that he's from Dinsley, and I don't believe this man from Dinsley at all. But we have to find out. You ever see him in Dinsley?
I don't be in Dinsley.
Oh, you're not from Trincity?
I'm from Montague, and as pass out the Kane farmers, go to the highway.
So that's how this thing does work. That's how this thing does work.
Yes, that's how it says work.
All right. But ladies, have a good night, right? And we're going to see some good football tonight.
Yes, we will.
And until I find out the truth about Super Hype, we're going back to Jason up there because they're about to start. The team's about to walk out. So Jason, it's back to you.
So Peter is doing some investigative work and to get to the bottom of the situation with Super Hype. We wish him luck with that. But in the meantime, we're going to finally be focusing on the football that is, like we keep saying, moments away, and we had the final call for the teams, and the teams are getting ready, and we could give you a rundown of the players for both teams. Tonight, in the opening game, we're going to have Delmare taking on Dinsley Avenue, and for the Delmare team, we could begin with number 11, Nick Collymore, number 18, Frank Nanton, Quincy Ryan, he's the number 3, Ricardo Lopez, 14, number 2, Tevez Nanton, Kadim Hater, yes, that's what we have here. And this is number 7, Reefer Pierre Lewis, he's number 5, number 6 is Marvin Springer, Mario Springer is going to be wearing number 4, Tevin Mongrel is going to be wearing number 10, number 8, Richard Phillip, and Keslon Pear, number 9. And it's going to be shorter list for the Dinsley Avenue team, which reads like number 2, Joshua Rondon. Number 11 is going to be Anthony Hall. Marlon Brown is going to be wearing number 18. Number 10, Anton Hall. Number 6, Tevin Benjamin. Jordan Rondon, number 3, and Josiah Austin, who we've already seen and heard from, and is going to be trying to turn back the clock. He is going to be wearing number 14. So we're just getting the final preparations on, and in this enclosure, it looks like a steel cage death match if you're here, but it's really for the safety and for the aesthetics for the field, which seems to be well manicured, well marked, and ready to go. The field is just about 30 to 40 meters in dimension, and the goals at each end 3 feet by 4 feet. You are on M&E Television. We are here at the Montague Recreation Ground in Dinsley, in Trincity, for the Trincity, the opening night of the Trincity Community Cup. And very shortly, you're going to be seeing both teams making their way onto the field there on the eastern side of the pavilion, where both teams have been assembled. And I imagine that they're going to be making their way to the enclosure with a field that has the field by the officials. And we're going to get ready for the first of the 2 games that we have tonight on the opening evening. So we have a very healthy crowd here, and we expect to have a similarly healthy crowd throughout the next 14 to 15 days. We're going to be going all the way until Glorious Saturday. We heard that they're waiting for one of the teams, Team Kane Farm. You would have heard that from the PA announcer at the ground. We are set to be idea what the holdup is, but there is a holdup. And that might be a little bit of a chagrin to the crowd, because they have been anticipating something really, really special that should be happening, should have probably already been happening, but we understand that there are some teething problems on opening night, as we usually have to expect. And like we were saying, that this tournament is going to be running all the way until Glorious Saturday. Yes, all the way until Glorious Saturday, April. And it's all going to be happening right here on M&E Television. You can find us via, as well as you could also find us streaming live on our YouTube channel, M&E Television. And as you could see on your screen there, a while ago, both teams, just in anticipation of getting onto the field, here they are. The team in the yellow and black strip, it's going to be Delmare Avenue and Dinsley Avenue. They will be dressed in a predominantly purple uniform, and I imagine that they are itching to go, raring to go. They have been standing there for just more than 5 minutes, and maybe waiting for the officials to just ensure that everything is okay before they make their way onto the field. See some of the players just greeting each other. And we have to understand that because it's a community tournament, many of the players, if not all the players, are going to be familiar with each other, because this facility is actually a melting pot for the entire community. All these teams have players who come here at different times of the day, different times of the week, when they're when they have activities here and they come together within the universal language of football. The playing area has been cordoned off on the southern side of the ground. And it looks very, very, very good. We know we have a lot. This is the dry season, and the surface is going to be very dry and very hard, and it's going to be very favorable for playing, although we have had some rainy spells over the past few days, but nothing to really interfere with the surface to the point where it is not going to be playable. And it was brought to our attention that one of the teams is actually missing. And they're waiting on that team. 11 teams in this tournament. 5 teams in Group A and 6 teams in Group B. The top 4 teams in either group gonna advance to the top 4 teams in each group are gonna advance to the quarterfinals. And then there's gonna be a knockout play until we get to 2 finalists who will come together and contest for the Trincity Community Cup on April 19th, Glorious Saturday, right here at the Montague Recreation Ground. I was hoping to have some of our camera people pan all the way around the ground, because we could even see that the parking facility is insufficient for what we have going on here tonight. It's not only going to be great football, it's going to be witnessed by a great crowd. And from our vantage point, we still see the teams is waiting to make their way onto the field. And I imagine that they're very, very antsy to get out there. They've been waiting for quite some time. Still, we have some issues to just hammer out before we get out there. But you are on M&E television. And we are going to be streaming, and we're going to be televising the Trinity Community Cup live as it happens. Team Kane Farm is one of the teams, is the actual team that is holding up the proceedings. And we have no idea why they have been tardy, but they are not at the assembling area. They are holding up the proceedings. So a little bit about the tournament. The games are going to be 15 minutes per half. And they're going to be 5 players per side.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, special good night.
We hand you over to the PA announcer at the ground. as you just heard,
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
the
Once again,
national anthem.
newly refurbished Montague Grams right here in Trincity.
And so we're now going to be hearing from the chairman of the Piaco Talparo Regional Corporation, Mr. Josiah Austin.
An exciting time this time in our third installment of our Trincity Community Football Cup 2025 in fine style, in cave style. This is something that we dreamed of all the way back in 2018, and it is finally here. We are indeed growing as a community, as a constituency. And I was just speaking to TTT and I was saying, I remember when we would play here and after 6, we would depend on the lights from the highway to continue playing. Now we could safely say we benefit from the lights, we benefit from the pavilion, and now a brand new community center. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, please give a round of applause for that. Ladies and gentlemen, that would not have been possible without the collaboration, the healthy collaboration between myself and our Member of Parliament, the Honorable Camille Robinson-Regis, who had a hectic day today with nomination, and she's finally our candidate, official candidate for now Trincity Maloney. So we can give a round of applause for that also. These collaborations will continue, and I can't wait for next year, 2026, to see what we'll benefit from. But now we've advanced that cave-style setting. We have live commentary, we have live streaming, we have videography, photography, you name it. We have food and drinks throughout the duration. We have 2 weeks of highly intense football here. So, as usual, I would be running on with Dinsley, but no bias. We hope to win this year, but Kane Farm won last year. We'll see what happens this year. On the 19th of April, we will be here in the night time for the finals. During the date period of that day, we will have our Easter extravaganza and our family day hosted again by the Honorable Camille Robinson-Regis and myself. She will be here during that this 2-week period. She will be here on that day. So it's all about family, it's all about friendship, it's all about fun, rekindling of relationships. We having a time here, all avenues outside. Much love, guys. We look forward to a healthy and productive football. May the best team win.
Ladies and gentlemen, your chairman, your councillor, Josiah Austin. All right.
And that was Josiah Austin, the chairman of the Piaco Talparo Regional Corporation, who officially opened the tournament. And we have so we have the first game getting ready to go between Delmare Avenue and Dinsley Avenue. It's going to be coming up next, coming up soon. We're just going through the official pageantry of the opening before we get to the football. So we have both teams are on the field finally after all of the everything that we had to do for the opening to officially open this tournament. And we can see from on the left side of our screens, we have Dinsley Avenue playing in their pink and black strips. And on the right, in the yellow and black, we have Delmare Avenue. They're going to be opening this year's Trincity Community Cup. See both teams just at the middle pitch, taking the toss. All the players just loosening themselves up, and this is going to be promises to be very, very exciting going forward. Like we said, it's the next 15 days of football in Trincity, and a unique tournament. It's a small goal tournament, something we call small goal here in Trinidad and Tobago for those of you who are viewing outside of our shores. And it's football. It's like any other football with some adjustments to the rules. Obviously, it's a smaller goal. And we have a limited amount of players because it's a limited field. But the skill level is going to be just as high as anything else that you've ever seen on any international coverage of football. So Delmare has their 5 players getting ready. And Delmare to our left, they also have rather Dinsley on our left. They're going to be attacking the goal to the right. And it appears to be that they are going to be handling the ball first. It's going to be 15 minutes per half. As we're actually in the final moments at the beginning of our game.
We're getting ready for kickoff here, ladies and gentlemen. Once you see Della, we know we're ready to go.
We're ready to go here. And we're going to be calling the match. And it seems to be that Delmare actually is on the ball first. We just want to wait for the confirmation because, all right, so we have Dinsley on the ball. They're going to be controlling the ball first, and they will be attacking the goal to our right, defending the goal to our left. Delmare in the yellow and Dinsley in the pink. And here they go. Finally, we have some football. Like we said, the skill level is going to be just as high as anything else that you've seen. And we see some very skillful passing here. And for anything else, marksmanship and spacing is going to be of utmost. We do have a first shot here from Delmare. It doesn't connect. And we have our defender in the middle of the goal, Richard Pear. He would have blocked that one and keep the game scoreless. And this one is driven, uncontrolled shot, going over the cage, and goes for a goal kick for Dinsley. We have players for the next game, as you could see them just out on the outside. And here comes Delmare is going to be, seems to me, the team that will be taking the first initiative. They already have a shot off. Referees allowing the teams to play, and it hasn't been as scrappy as people might have thought that it would have started. As a matter of fact, some good skill for both teams. The underhand throw you would have seen there, and it's going to kick it in. That is going to be a new rule for the tournament this year. It's not going to be a throw-in. It's going to be a kick-in from the byline. Or it's optional. I was just informed that that has been optional, and that ball just went all the way into touch. But Delmare does retain possession. Played all the way back, and then played forward. Beautiful spacing. A nice shot there, but that comes off. A Delmare player just running in the way of that shot, but it wasn't kept low enough for it to be of any threat to the Dinsley goal. But Dinsley looking to attack going forward, and this ball played along the line. Might have not been played into play, but Dinsley does retain the possession. Trying to size up a shot there, but nothing doing. And the shot actually was taken, that was very, very clever. But it was stopped by the defender in front of the goal. And the ball was cleared away by the number 6 for the Delmare team, Marvin Springer, so that they could have a bit of a respite. And Dinsley showing off some skill there. Comes to naught. They do retain the ball. And tries to just keep the possession. They played all the way across the field, but not connecting there with the intended receiver, but it goes out for a goal kick. Quickly taken, but I got it. Yeah. So as we can see, the crowd here, not just building, it's a very sizable crowd all around the enclosure. Delmare trying to get that one forward and gets it to a player up in front, but nothing doing. They still have the possession, and he's cleverly tried to get that one through, and it defended well enough so that it did not cross the line. Otherwise, Delmare might have been 1 goal up. But the game is still nothing. Here comes it one more time. Played in, not well connected by that player running in to the middle. The number 7, Kadeem Hader. An infraction there. Richard Lopez, the dreadlock player, seemed to be having better of the exchanges so far, but Dinsley has the possession of the ball. Looks as though it's going to be Anthony Hall is going to be driving it, but doesn't get it on target, and that ball comes off a Delmare player, and it goes for a corner. They're looking to take it quickly. This ball comes off another Delmare player and goes for another corner, so they're going to try that one again. This time it was played long. Again, Lopez tried to latch onto that one. It seemed as though it was an errant pass, but Joshua Rondon there to clean things up for Dinsley. And Lopez looking to get to hold on to that one, running through for the middle, but didn't get to them, and it comes off Rondon, and it goes for a corner. And this one almost guided into the post there. And again, Rondon there to just play it out of play for this time for a corner. So Delmare is trying to get it inside one more time, and Delmare seemed to be having the better of the exchanges thus far. And this one was cleverly knocked down, but wide of the post, and it goes for a goal kick for Dinsley. So Dinsley has been on the back foot for the majority of this game thus far. They had one chance, but the game is still 0-0. This ball just goes again into touch on the far side. Dinsley, a high throw, but that one was intercepted, but played out of the enclosure by Marvin Springer, who's out there and playing a defensive position there. And this ball, Dinsley, again, well turned and played across and well taken. And a shot taken there and beautifully played. And if you're not sharp, that was Tevin Benjamin, not sharp, you are going to miss a lot of the action. So Delmare tried to get that ball forward again and trying a very clever one there. Tried a shot there, as a matter of fact. And goes over everything. And Nick Collymore and Ricardo Rondon there at the back. Frank Nanton, rather, at the back there. Trying to marshal everything for Delmare. Just getting that ball in, but off the defender again. Delmare just trying to keep the pressure on. And another shot there, and he couldn't believe how open he was and the back there. And Hater, he could have put Delmare 1 goal up. They probably could be by 3 goals up at this point. But that ball was kept in. And Dinsley trying to see if they could get a beautiful piece of skill there, but an equally beautiful piece of defending. And that ball goes out for a corner. It's going to be taken by Anthony Hall. And Hall plays it short. And well defended there. He's to go all the way back. Tevin Benjamin has to go all the way back, but he loses it. And recovers there by one of his players. But here comes Delmare one more time, playing it very, very clear. And Dinsley under a whole lot of pressure. And Delmare is really bossing this game so far. Shot comes in. And Delmare still has possession of that ball. And it was guided outside. And it will go for another Delmare corner. And Delmare might be saying to themselves that they're very, very, very much unlucky. And that a beautiful header there coming off the crossbar. And Delmare has Dinsley in all sorts of trouble, but Dinsley looked to play this one quickly and try to get this one forward. But Delmare, a little bit rough there. Mongrel, Tevin Mongrel, the player, conceding being fouled. Another shot coming in from the Delmare players. They have to say to themselves they have been quite unlucky not to be in front in this game. Dinsley hoping to try to see if they could get one against the run of play. And here they come forward again, but their passing has not been very crisp. And again, Delmare comes forward, trying to see the gap. Tried to turn there, but turn wasn't on. Another shot comes in. This time comes in from a Dinsley player. He tries to play this one forward, and that ball goes out of the enclosure. More a way to relieve the pressure rather than an offensive play. And Delmare trying to come forward again, plays it short, and tries to play some short passes to try to see if they can get very, very, again, another clever. And this one, actually, we would like to see what the referee would have decided, and he does decide that it's going to be a goal kick. Or is it going to be a goal kick? Yes, it is going to be a goal kick in favor of Dinsley, who again breathed another sigh of relief because they have been under siege all game long thus far. And here, Dinsley trying to see if they could get to ease some pressure and try to mount some pressure on to the Delmare team, but Delmare seem to always intercept and go forward very quickly, very skillfully. Here they come forward again. Another attack just doesn't fizzle out like the others. And another shot tried there. And Delmare is getting their attacks in and signaling to everyone here at the Montague Recreation Ground what their intents are. And Dinsley, it seems as though the Dinsley plays are just very, very aimless at this point in time, looking to take a breather. And one of the tactics that the Delmare team is using is that they're flying their subs very quickly. Delmare do have 12 players on their roster for tonight, while the Dinsley team only has 6. A very uncharacteristic play there from the Delmare players. This one just goes back all the way to the defense, plays it forward. And again, Dinsley trying to see if they could get this one forward and try to see if they could get some ease off the pressure. But again, this was played away. But this time it's played into onto the byline over the enclosure, and it goes for a corner for Dinsley. Dinsley plays this ball in. Can't seem to play, can't seem to get any sort of distance on anything. Nothing seems to be going the way of the Dinsley players at this point. But they still, the score is still 0-0, so it favors them so far. And there's a beautiful shot again coming in from the right side. And the shots are coming in for Delmare. They're coming in on target, some of them off target, but they are coming in. And they seem to be meaningful, but Dinsley seems to have an attack on here. A nice turn there, and a shot comes in. It seems to be a rare shot. We can call it a rare shot in comparison to what Delmare has been doing. But the man who has been doing it for Dinsley so far consistently is Anthony Hall, and he looking to latch onto that one, but doesn't get onto it. And that ball goes for a goal kick for Delmare. Try to play it long, doesn't get it, actually get it to Kelson Pear. And that ball goes aimlessly for a goal kick. And here we have Hall again. Ball coming off Hall one more time. But Hall is all over this game for Dinsley. If no one else, it's Hall for Dinsley. And Delmare is having the lion's share of the possession. And they haven't turned it into an advantage for them on the scoreline. They are hoping that the fact that they haven't done so doesn't come back to bite them. And Dinsley comes forward again. And this, again, another aimless ball forward that goes for a goal kick. And Delmare tried to send this one. And in the past few minutes, the Delmare passes have been very long and just as aimless as Dinsley so far, maybe because they believe that they should be ahead in this game, but a little bit of patience might do them some good. They do get the possession there, but runs off one of their players. Again, goes into touch. But Delmare controls the ball one more time, and there it goes again. Another attack, another shot. This time a header comes in, but just wide of the post. Delmare again, this ball goes up in the air, controlled by another Delmare player, played on and played back and played forward one more time, and again another Delmare boot gets to that ball, and Dinsley being very, very frustrated by what is happening on the field. But they do have the possession of the ball, but run off the ball illegally there as they get a breather. The Delmare players are using their substitutions very, very wisely. The players are getting a breather, and they seem to not be skipping a beat. They seem to be all on the same page. And this ball goes, caroms off a player, and the defender there at the back plays it off. We have an illegal throw. Delmare comes again, they make another substitution, and another throw-in comes in. But Dinsley takes control of that one, but it's intercepted again by a Delmare player. And they go forward and place it forward again, and even their spacing, while it's not the best, it has been effective for them. But another foul goes on there. And very uneventfully, we have the whistle for the end of the first half of the first game of the Trincity Community Cup here at the Montague Recreation Ground. We will take a 5-minute break before we get back into the second half.
Remember, each half is just 50 minutes. Duration of the game, 30 minutes. This is the Trincity Cup, and this is the first game in tonight's doubleheader. As we get ready.
And so we just review the first half.
Some giveaways here. Couldn't see my good friends at Subway. And I'm going to give it to the kiddies, you know. I want to do this giveaway for the kiddies. So, mommy, daddy, if you're there with the youngster or the young princess, let's make our way to the kids right now. Make the way
Quite a nice crowd at the Montague Recreation Ground here. And there's going to be prizes in store for some of the players. So we're going to have a shooting contest, and it's going to be for some of the youngsters who are here at the Montague Recreation Ground. And they seem to be very, very eager to come in here, and we see them storming the field. And so, as we see Super Hype on the field there, he has a few kids. And the contest is going to be to see who can score from the half line. And as you can see, they're not the biggest of kids. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for them. But we look to see what's going to be happening. So let's see what we have a youngster in the black. It looks like he's going to be taking a run-up. Like he's at the airport, looking to taxi and take off. And here he goes. And he strikes it, and he misses to the left. He's sporting a Lionel Messi jersey. I don't think that Lionel Messi would miss that bad, but even when he was that young. I see another youngster in a yellow jersey, maybe a Delmare supporter. And here he comes. Doesn't seem to have the requisite footwear, but he strikes it, and he strikes it well wide to the left. I think we're going to be having one more shooter. And this a young lady. She's gonna try it. So let's see if she's gonna rattle the old onion back. And she's taking quite a few steps back, and she struck it, and it's gonna rolling in just to the right side. And we have one more youngster trying to get that ball to the back of the net. Appears that she's wearing a pair of Crocs. And she swings and misses, but she's going again. And she hits it, maybe not with the requisite power, and it doesn't even make it to the goal line, but it was on target. And both teams looking as though they're getting ready. So we're looking for the final kick of the ball. As the youngsters are there and all are getting in on the action here on the opening night of the Trincity Community Cup. Let's see this final strike. It's on target. And for the first time, the old onion bag has been rattled. The recipient of a prize, well struck. It gets it to the back of the net. And that is going to take us into the second half of our first game. At the end of the half, the score, Delmare Avenue 0 and Dinsley Avenue 0. Delmare, who has had the better of the exchanges in this game, they will be now attacking the goal to the right of your screens. And they're hoping that that change will be beneficial to them, because they have, like we said, had the better of the exchanges so far in this game. Dinsley are going to be hoping that the way that they saw that their opponents were getting their attacks done could work in their favor because they were coming from that end. Hoping that maybe it's the end. We know sportsmen are very superficial, rather superstitious. Not superficial, but superstitious. Let's see how this second half, this second 15 minutes plays out. And of course, we have coming up after this first game, we have game number 2, the second game of the tournament. That's going to be coming up against Kane Farm 2 and Dinsley Village. And here we have it, the beginning of the second half of this game. And already we see Delmare trying to push forward, just fizzling out as it has been so far. But here comes Dinsley. Dinsley trying to get his ball forward, and his ball coming forward and almost getting one there. It might be very well the best chance for the entire tournament with both teams, but Dinsley has it, and just putting that ball wide. And Delmare now on the back foot. That ball was played very long and very aimless, and nothing comes from it. Another uncharacteristic play from the Delmare team from what we've seen so far. But they do get this throw in so that they could settle themselves, and they do control this attack again. Number 10, he's turning, trying to get a shot off, but there was an infringement there. And Delmare wins a free kick there for a foul. And normally we could say it's a dangerous area, but
Ladies and gentlemen, you can actually view the games on YouTube. Go over to YouTube right now.
Can be a little bit ticklish, a little bit more challenging. But we're going to be seeing taking this free kick. He's going to be striking it. Passes it off, strikes it. Doesn't get anything from it. Again, the number 10, Anton Hall. He's all over this game for Dinsley. As a matter of fact, he has been the Dinsley attack. He's back into his own half, and Delmare comes forward. There's Lopez playing the ball forward and playing away, clearing his lines. Dinsley again. This ball is going to be played from top. Delmare trying to get that ball forward, but Dinsley wins it again. Trying to push it again off the Hall, but Delmare wins it again, and a shot comes in. The ball goes over the byline for another corner. It's going to be tough here. And that ball was handled by the Delmare player. And see both Delmare player just trying to hold up the game. So you see Hall just plays it to the left, and another shot comes in. Goes to the byline for a throw-in. The throw comes in and almost gets meaningful touch on that. It goes over the crossbar, and it's a goal kick for the Delmare team. Played forward one more time. It's well controlled just outside of the penalty area, but it was lost there. Hall again, all over this game, and Hall has been playing. Hall has played every single minute of this game for Dinsley, but he wasn't on the ball at this point, and Willie squares in, and a beautiful shot coming in there from the sideline from Lopez. And but Delmare still level with Dinsley. And a little bit of indecision there from the Dinsley players that almost caused them to go behind And Delmare keeping their tails up and the pace of the game up. And Lopez again not getting on to that ball on the inside. Marlon Brown in the back there just marshalling the defense for the Dinsley team. He's been there. He's been a rock so far. He has been beaten, but he has done enough for them to keep the score level at 0. And here Delmare one more time comes forward, and they come forward. Rondon. Lopez picks it up on the left side. Might need to go back, but well played there and well held there. And we see the pace of this game picking up. Delmare believing that they should be on top, and Dinsley believing that they have an opportunity to steal this one from the Delmare team. Delmare in the yellow, if you have just joined us, and they are attacking the goal to the right of your screens. And Dinsley with the free kick taken there by Hall, and loses out again. And Delmare just put this ball into touch. Collymore putting this ball into touch. Collymore has been doing a very good job there. He's just playing just in front of the defense. But here comes Dinsley one more time, and a shot comes in, and that ball caroms off a Delmare player. Did it? No, it didn't. Came off one of the Dinsley players and goes in across the byline. And it's a goal kick for Delmare Avenue. Again, trying to get this ball too far forward, a little bit impatient. Dinsley comes forward one more time, and Delmare, but this ball comes off the hand of a Delmare player. The number 6, Marvin Springer, adjudged to have handled that ball. Didn't like the call, but the referee says it's a free kick for Dinsley. They are going to be spotting this ball just across the half line. Sizing it up for a shot. It does come off a player, and it's played out by the defender. Shot taken there by Joshua Rondon. And here comes Hall again. Hall again all over this game and try to cross that ball to no one. But Delmare wins it again. The winner throw, and they continue to keep it. But here Lopez still doing the job and gets it off Dinsley player. That goes for a corner. Try to take it quickly. Held up there in the corner, and try to make some space, try to get some skill. The ball goes over the line for a goal kick. And again, another wasteful ball coming from the goal kick. Lopez comes to collect this one from Delmare. Well controlled and played into the middle. And nothing doing, but that's by Hater. And here, Dinsley trying to see if they could get something in. And a desperate piece of defending there from Quincy Ryan. And puts that ball out for a corner. And Lopez tried to save that ball. It just goes over the byline for a throw-in to the Dinsley team. Dinsley hoping to just steal this game. Throw-in just not to anyone. And Delmare trying to goes down there in a heap. That's Mongrel. You heard him cry out after the tackle. And Delmare retains the ball with a free kick taken short. And a shot nowhere near the goal. And as you can see, it's a very, very fast-paced game. And a very skilled game, and a lot of very skilled players. This one comes across the goal and not played. And that is the breakthrough needed. Kadeem Hader, 1-0. The pressure has been paying off. Well, it looked as though it might have paid off. And Hader doing quite a bit. just pulling the defender out of the goal and composing himself and slotting it home. And Delmare Avenue, they are 1 goal to the good. Dinsley now, and Delmare is still going forward with purpose, trying to see if they could double their advantage. They actually now do have an advantage in the form of 1 goal to nothing. And Hall again taking a shot, but Delmare still with that ball and still trying to see, and another shot comes in, but nothing doing there. Shot comes in from Tevin Mongrue. Goal remains on 1 goal to nothing. Dinsley with the throw-in, trying to see if they could get it in the middle. Shot comes in convincingly. And here comes Hall one more time, and Hall all over this game for Dinsley. And another shot comes in from the Dinsley players. This ball is going to be latched on by one of the Delmare players down at the offensive end. And here comes Hader one more time. Hader didn't hit this one with any real conviction, but he still has possession of that ball. A shot is going to come in, and it's going to be wide. And Delmare showing their intent to double their lead and try to see if they could put this game away and see if they could steal all 3 points in this opening game. Dinsley still believe that they're in it. They're only 1 goal down. And Delmare wins that ball again. Dinsley again, as we see, looking to save the Dinsley team. We see Mr. Josiah Austin. He's looking to introduce himself to the game. Maybe he is going to be the savior for the Dinsley team. Might have been in years gone by, and hopefully for them, he's going to be the savior for them again. But this ball is going to be played as a goal kick for the Dinsley team. Played forward, and foul there as the Delmare player comes through from the back illegally. Marvin Springer, who has been having a very good game so far. Dinsley does come forward with the ball, and this ball is cleared away by the defender, the lone defender there in the penalty area. And well cleverly played there to Lopez, but Lopez could not latch on to that ball. Mongrue comes forward, and he takes a nice shot, and that ball goes well on target, but cleared away. And Dinsley plays it quickly, plays it forward, comes off a Delmare player, goes out for a corner. And Dinsley trying to see if they could heap some pressure, try to get some pressure to get a ball forward. And Delmare just clearing their lines, not wanting that ball anywhere near their goal, trying to see if they could preserve their 1 goal lead. Dinsley trying to get forward again. Not well controlled there. That ball rose over the byline into touch for a throw-in for the Delmare team. Delmare trying to keep that ball into the attacking half. And an infringement. As we see Josiah Austin coming on, hopefully to save his team. It's the first time he's made his way onto the field. It's wearing number 14. And Delmare trying to get that second goal, but it's not happening on this occasion. But trying to get through illegally from the back, and another infringement there by the Delmare players. But here comes Dinsley coming forward one more time. Another infringement, and the referee is calling it back to bring it back to the vicinity of the real spot. And Joshua Ronda, and almost beating the defender there with a nifty piece of footwork. And the referee has decided that it's going to be a goal kick. And time is running out. Time is fading away from the Dinsley players. As Delmare tried to go forward again. This ball goes forward, and that ball goes into touch we're waiting to see what the decision is here with the whistle. Has been an off-the-ball foul. And obviously, at this critical stage in the game, one goal separating both teams is going to be a lot of pushing and shoving and antagonistic behavior on the field. So we expect that the referee is going to be very much on top of these incidents. Rondon, he's behind this ball and looks as though that he's going to strike it. Also behind the ball is Hall, and Hall strikes it. And Delmare gets control and try to clear their lines and get that ball out. The ball goes into touch. And it comes off Dinsley player. And they will throw it. And they throw it long. And well received and well controlled there, taken into the corner. And played out. Kesslin Pear was that player who received that ball. And see Mr. Austin trying to get that ball forward. And Hall loses that ball as players coming through from the back with the foul. And we see the referee trying to keep control of the game as Hall again strikes it, plays it in the middle. And this ball goes into the middle and does not find a Dinsley boot. And they're coming again. Delmare trying to control this ball. And that's the end. That's the 30 minutes of the first game, the opening game of the Trincity Community Cup here at the Montague Recreation Ground. Delmare Avenue coming away with a 1-0 win, courtesy of a goal from Kadeem Hater in the second half. And as we can see, we have some highlights from the second half. We have some highlights from the game, as you can see, and most of them, as you would see, Delmare just getting balls going forward and threatening the Dinsley goal. See the youngster there at the halftime winning a prize with accurate shot. And here comes, and that was put behind by one of the Dinsley players, and they did have their opportunities, just couldn't take them. Also some good defending there from the Delmare players, as we can see here with the goal, very well composed, beating everyone and slotting it home for the lone goal of the game, the winner by Kadeem Hater. Delmare 1, Dinsley Avenue 0. As we get ready for the second game of this opening night here, Kane Farm 2. The second of the Kane Farm teams, they're going to be playing first. Dinsley Village, they're going to be taking on Kane Farm 2. And that game is going to be coming up in just a moment. We're going to be getting a team list, and we're going to be introducing you to the players as soon as we get that information. Cup. We just saw Delmare Avenue defeating Dinsley Avenue 1-0. And we are seeing on the field at this point Kane Farm 2. They are up against Dinsley Village. Dinsley Village, they are in the blue and the yellow. And they're going to be attacking the goal to the left of your screen. And on the left, attacking the goal to your right will be Kane Farm 2. They are in the darker strip. And just a reminder, it's 15 minutes per half. A five-a-side. And this very fast-paced, small goal tournament. We see a free kick going to the Dinsley Village players. The ball played to the middle, and a shot comes in. The ball comes off a defender and goes over the enclosure as a bit of a drizzle is coming down on the Montague Recreation Ground. Unseasonal. Well, it's actually seasonal. It's April. We usually get a little bit of a sprinkle, and we're getting that tonight. It's anything to speak of. As that ball comes off, a Dinsley player and goes into touch. It's a throwing for the Kane Farm team. And Kane Farm trying to go forward. I'm pretty certain that the players are going to welcome this sort of rain. It's not a heavy downpour, it's just a bit of a drizzle. And, this is a very, very fast-paced game so far. And we're hoping that it's going to be a higher scoring game than the previous game. Kane Farm trying to go forward. Just puts this ball into touch. And the Dinsley Village trying to see if they have an advantage, but can't seem to get out of their own half at this point. It's going to be a long throw, long toss. It's going to put back into touch by Kane Farm 2. They reset. The ball comes back to in the enclosure. It back, try to see if they could square it into the middle. Can't do so. Just goes back to the half line. Some nifty footwork, fancy footwork. Nothing doing there with the foul. And Kane Farm trying to play this ball as a weak pass, but he gets away with it. Trying to get forward with this ball and be hassled off the ball. And that ball was played into the sideline for a throw-in for the Dinsley Village team. Actually, a foul has been awarded. A free kick has been awarded. This ball plays back and shoulder-to-shoulder tackle. Trying to see how best he could square this one in, but a shot comes in off the target. But we see the intent of the Dinsley Village players. This ball goes under the enclosure, and one of the players just gets out of the enclosure to retrieve the ball. As we see many of our supporters tonight just trying to just look for some cover from the drizzle, whether it be a drizzle or a downpour. Everyone is looking for some cover. But the players are out there. Bit of a mishap there from one of the players trying to get the ball back into the playing area. The referee out there, he's having a word with some of the players as well. But Kane Farm, it doesn't seem to be the most organized team tonight, but they still have the game even at 0-0. And here comes Kane Farm, just trying to see if they could hold on to that ball to see if they could have some control. Some skillful play there, and some not the best of spacing there in the middle. But the ball does go to the Dinsley Village team for the throw-in, and a shot comes in, And well played there, well played shot. It was off target, but the skill involved to get the shot off was very, very, very well done. K-Farm living to tell the story. Another ball that just comes off a player and just goes into touch. K-Farm trying to get this ball forward, trying to see if they could have some sort of possession in some meaningful positions to create something, but hasn't been happening so far. Whistle there by the referee. Free kick for Kane Farm 2. Played back, but intercepted. Played forward, but nothing doing. The ball goes back into touch. And played back. And some possession being enjoyed here by the Dinsley Village team. But it all goes to naught because it goes out into touch on the far side for a throwing for the Kane Farm 2 team. Actually, it was been awarded to the other team. And this ball comes off a Dinsley player and almost spills into the goal, but it was cleared. Does get it back to number 7. And he's still there, marshalling that ball. That's Kerwin Sicharan. And no whistle there from the referee, and he do now have a whistle from the referee. Try to impede Sicharan there, who stood in front of the player. Kane Farm taking their throw, being a little bit generous. A high boot there, and it goes in favor of Dinsley Village. Dinsley Village looking to see how best they could try to see if they could get an advantage before halftime. The wall is there. Sicharan tries to take Dix's player and plays it off. Shot comes in too high. The goal kick. They win it back from the goal kick. This ball is cleared and goes into touch. Yeah, very, very fast played game. And they still have possession of the ball. And all Kane Farm 2 has been doing for the past 2 minutes or so is just clearing the ball. But they do have the ball at the feet of one of their players, and he's trying to come forward with the ball. But the pass was not very, very crisp. And a missed kick, and this ball off the side netting of the Dinsley Village goal. Go forward one more time. This ball being played into the middle, but unsuccessfully so. And here comes Dinsley one more time, trying to see if they could get the ball forward. And Sicharan tries a shot, and this ball carries off 2 players and almost found itself in the path of the goal, but it was played in for a corner, and a corner one more time. And the shot is going to be tried again, and comes off another Kane Farm player. And Dinsley having the better of the exchanges so far. You see they winning the ball and having more meaningful offensive plays. But this one was illegally played, and a foul given there by the referee. Referee not satisfied with the free kick. Goalless so far in this first half, the second game of our opening night here at the Trincity Community Cup. Played all the way back to the defender, but lost. And again, Dinsley doing everything that they need to do to get the better of the play, as the rain has turned from a drizzle to something a little more than a drizzle. The players out there, I don't think that they mind that too much. Sicharan showing some skill there and just turning again and just accentuating that foul there, making it more than should be, just ensure that he sells it to the referee. He stands over it. That ball was not what the Dinsley Village players was hoping for. The ball goes into touch again for another goal kick. And with players and supporters spread out, well, actually not spread out, but concentrated under the tents. There's going to be some stoppages, more lengthy stoppages when the ball goes out of the enclosure, which it has been right now. It has been a very beautiful night up until tonight. It has been a beautiful night. It all depends on what you like. Probably not for cricket, but for football, it could work. And we're here at the Montague Recreation Ground, and the game has resumed. And again, the ball was given away. And Cicharan also finds himself on the ball again, and he tries to play it in the middle. And Cicharan also, again, one more time, gets a shot out, but not on target. And Cicharan is all over this game. Seems to be the talisman for this team, and if I'm enough to bet, I would say that he will be on the scorecard before the end of play in this game. This ball is played off one of the feet of the number 9, Abraham Thomas. Kane Farm trying to see how they can get an attack going. It hasn't been going well for them because it has been intercepted like that by the Dinsley Village team. Often enough, well played, again like that, but this time legally done. And a free kick given to the Dinsley team and played again, and always in the middle of that play, it's Cicharan. Not the most convincing of clearances from the back there. Mark Francis is the man in the back. And he has Mark Francois rather. And he, as you see, he holds on to the top of his goal, just looking on to see what's happening. Cicharan there trying to send this ball forward. Doesn't get it forward. And number 6 for the Kane Farm team. Flanders, Omari Flanders trying to get a shot off, but nothing doing. Again, trying to be clever. The number 9, Thomas. And here comes Dinsley one more time. A shot comes in, and that goal to the east is being under siege and has been under siege all half long. I can't imagine that could hold up for too much longer. The Kane Farm players might have to change their strategy, try to get something going, try to square this ball forward. But it's lost again. And here comes Cicharan. Cicharan tries to place it and squares it up and gets it on target. But nothing. Again, the defender gets between the goal and the shot. Dinsley Village not only showing their intent, but they believe that they should be in front. There comes forward one more time, but Kane Farm wins that ball. Kane Farm 2 wins that ball. Trying to move forward with it. Just played over the touchline. A long throw. And an infraction there by Flanders. And go forward again. And another shot comes in. And again on target. And again, it's off the boot of Cicharan. So here they come one more time. A very composed strike, but it was intercepted there, coming off the head of one of the Kane Farm players. Goes into touch, and another breather for the players as we see the rain easing up, subsiding. And we still see the crowds opting to watch the game from under the tents and in the stands. As we come forward one more time, the ball comes from a throw. And again, Dinsley Village control the ball, plays it very, very well. Their spacing is and that ball crossed in, and who else? Coming off the head of Cicharan, just doesn't get it on target, but he headed it down and causing problems for the Kane Farm 2 team. Kane Farm bringing in their number 7, Kyle Cowie. And the throw-in coming in from the far side for the Dinsley Village team. Let's go forward. Kane Farm controls this ball this time. Nice little pass there to the left. Here comes Dinsley one more time. Dinsley Village squaring it up, and a shot comes, a left-footed shot. Doesn't get control of it, gets under it. And that's gonna signal the half for this game. And a very good half in terms of possession for the Dinsley Village team, in particular the number 7, Kerwin Cicharan, but they have nothing to show for it. And at the end of the first half of this, the second game of the opening of the Trincity Community Cup, it's Dinsley Village 0, Kane Farm 2-0. And as we see some highlights here, many of them are going to show that the dominance. And as we see Cicharan one more time, and here he is again involved in the play, doesn't latch on to another attack. Here, that's it one more time, and he tried to get his head to that one, but again, unsuccessful. And if you're a betting man, you may bet that he will be on the score sheet come the end of this game. It's still goalless, halftime in this, the second game of the opening night here at the Montague Recreation Ground.
The kids run out. Are you ready for some halftime action? Oh, good. That's what going on. Come on, come on. All right, so halftime. So we're getting ready for the halftime game. All right, so we get ready for the halftime kick. We are the last. So make your way to the touchline. Let's get the show on the road. Okay, get loose. Come on, Enrico. Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined here with a teacher. Still a teacher, miss? Still a teacher from a legendary teacher from Trincity Government Primary, Miss Bachan. Yes, Bechu, sorry. Oh my, it's been so long, Miss Bechu. I'm sorry. Here on the grounds here with us. Yeah? As Carl get ready to pour me a little drink here. He's the chief of staff when the drinks are concerned. As we get ready for second half action. 50 minutes off, 30 minutes duration of the game. Village 0.
So we get ready here for the second half of this is the second game on opening night of the Trincity Community Cup here at the Montague Recreation Ground. We did have a bit of rain during the first half, but rain has since subsided, and as you can see, the field hasn't been taking any bit of any battering or anything. But
I was there.
Come back with Delmare, rather Dinsley Village 0 and Kane Farm 2-0. Kane Farm 2 in the darker strip. They are attacking the goal to your left on your screen. So far, if we have to give the edge to any team, we should be able to give the edge to Dinsley Village in the light blue and yellow, who is in control of the ball right now and going forward. A nice shot there, and had to be alert for that shot.
I probably went back to
just guided wide there by the defender. Goes back for a corner. Played back. Shot taken there by the number 8, who's on the ball right now. Ball played into the middle very dangerously. Cleared away. Dinsley still has control of the ball, and foul given there by the referee. Ball played forward, also on target. He had to be very alert again. So Dinsley Village showing their intent immediately coming out of the half. Forward, ball's played away into the middle, into the part of another Dinsley player. It was won by Kane Farm. They lose it again, and they keep losing that ball at very critical points on the field. There's Dinsley Village trying to make use of that ball in the attacking half, but doesn't do it. Ball just cleared away. So they could catch themselves. Goes to the byline. Kane Farm 2 actually goes into touch for a throw for the Kane Farm team. Throw it long, cleared, and a little bit of a spill. Kane Farm does win it back, but Citron, first action of the half, slips and falls, and a shot coming in there from the number 11.
Nah, that's the wrong one.
And just Warwick.
Yeah.
Just beating everyone. As a matter of fact, it came off a Dinsley Village player, and it goes for a corner, which was quickly taken, and Citron again, he's getting involved in this one, and he tries a snapshot that didn't get anywhere. And that was pushed over the byline for a goal kick. As a matter of fact, it's adjudged to be a corner. Ball was already played. And like we said at the beginning of the broadcast, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the faster small goal format, it is indeed that, much faster, much quicker. Not played directly into the path of the waiting Sicharan. The ball just goes won by the Kane Farm team, and Kane Farm can't seem to hold on to that ball for any lengthy period of time to do anything really with it. But great shot there, coming off Kyle Cowie. Cowie just plays that ball and caught everyone by surprise, because everybody napping. Coming off a Dinsley Village player, goes across the byline and goes out of the enclosure, goes out of the playing area for a corner. The ball is yet to be retrieved. And there's still some, and not still, but there's some jostling in the penalty area, even though the ball had not yet been retrieved. It now has been. Adjusting for some position. Ball being played short. Well played, but here comes Dinsley one more time. And here comes Sichan trying to get onto that one, but it was played out of touch. He does get it back. Comes Cowie picking up that ball and trying to see if he can find out. And plays it very, very well so that he could sell it to the referee. But it was indeed a foul. Cowie, lanky individual, when he hits the deck, hits it very, very, very hard. Kane Farm winning the free kick. But it wasn't played to a Kane Farm player. And a counter-attack here from the Dinsley players, but doesn't track it down. Ball goes for a goal kick that was played quickly and won by the Dinsley team. Trying to play very quickly, but nothing doing. But it doesn't seem to affect the Dinsley Village players because they seem to be a little more composed with the quicker format of the game. This ball's played forward. Could have easily have been trouble for Dinsley. Here comes the one more time, but intercepted there. And one back by, very, very cleverly, one back there by Citroen, who is indeed the player of this match so far. Corner played. Seen, heard scream. Jalen Powell. Jalen Powell, very big man. He's going down there in a heap and he's still down on the ground. It was a very awkward tackle. He's still down there and the referee is urging him to get up, trying to see if he can get back to his feet and hoping that he can. He's right in there in some pain. So we see some Kane Farm players remonstrating to each other. Not very happy, as is usually the case in a football game that is very, very tense. You see Cohen Sicharan, former Rangers player. He's over that ball and Cowie stands, trying to be as imposing as he can. Left foot shot, gets through everything but doesn't get to the back of the net. He is, he said, all over this game. Ball goes forward, then played forward by Jesse Powell. Powell finds his players, but nothing very productive being done with that. Throw-in signal there by the referee for the Dinsley Village players. Dinsley Village enjoying the better of the possession again. And then we have another scream from a Dinsley Village player. This time it's a scream from Cicharan going down, looking for that free kick. And those free kicks are all coming in very dangerous areas. Looking for a combination of probably Cicharan and Powell. Cicharan takes a shot. It's a little too lofty to cause any problems for the Kane Farm 2 team. Kane Farm living to tell. Referee calls back play. Goal kick. It's taken a little too far off for his liking. Now it's going to be played long. And it might just go harmlessly. Well, actually, it's played to Dinsley player, Dinsley Village player. Eventually played into touch by Kane Farm. See trying to take him through, trying to get it to Powell, and Powell latches onto this one. And pulls it down very, very cleanly, loses it. It's played in the middle, and it was played out very safely by Cowie. Cicheran looking to make some room for a shot there, nothing doing. And again, you see getting the better of the exchange. And Cicheran gets that ball, trying to get it forward, and he does get it back. Tries to size up the shot, hoping to get something, but loses it is the Dinsley players. They do win it back, and they trying to have an advantage, but the advantage they have certainly is with the skill that they display. And Powell, what is the decision? And we have some controversy.
I know what it was, but I haven't.
We have some controversies here. Is it a goal? Is it not a goal? And the referee is going to be inspecting the nets to see what the decision is. And we have some controversy here. And we wait. We wait. And we're trying to consult. They're trying to consult the television replay. This is very, very unconventional. The fans behind the goal area, they are saying that that ball would have gone through the net, but we see that the ball has been spotted at the half line, and it is a goal. 1-0 in favor of Dinsley Village. And they are looking for more. Ball trying to be played to the center. Kane Farm trying to see if they could get that ball forward. And of course, speed of this game is going to be magnified by 5 maybe. A strike, a beautiful strike from the left side, and beating everyone, and even going through the net of the enclosure. That gives Dinsley Village a 1-0 lead over Kane Farm 2. Has the ball right now. Cowie plays it and tries a shot. Shot just goes just a bit wide. Oh, was very tempting. There goes Powell one more time, and Powell just plays it forward, and Cicheran picks it up, beats his man with some speed, plays it up in the middle. Doesn't get on to Dinsley player. Well taken down there by another Dinsley player. Dinsley seems to be bossing this game just with skill. That was number 6, Donick Paris.
Hey.
Showing off some skills there. Chesting it down a little earlier on. Cleverly trying to play it off, but to no avail. Kane Farm searching for an equalizer, sending that ball forward, but to no one in particular. Win it back, trying to send it forward, trying to play it to the middle. Cowie trying to see if he could get control of it, but nothing doing. He, just like his team, still a bit bewildered by what's happening to their team at the moment. They are trailing 1-0. It's a corner to the Kane Farm team. Maybe they could get something from this. Previous game won by Delmare Avenue, 1-0 over Dinsley Avenue. It's 1-0 here. Both games have strikes in the second half. Kane Farm 2 throw all the way across the field to no one in particular. The ball goes for a throwing for the Dinsley Village team. Going up the line, trying to clear his lines there. Kane Farm player. That ball goes in across the byline for a corner, which was taken quickly, but now it's a throw. Kane Farm trying to see if they can get it, but Cicheran just trying to stretch it for that one, not really using his legs, but loses it and goes through from the back. And a foul there from Kane Farm player. That's a number 4, Jaheim Mitchell. He's been on and off the field. Ball goes back. Here's from Cowie. Cowie doesn't latch on to that ball very well at all. But he is still in position and looking for a pass. Hoping to get it, but some clever playing there does not get that ball to him. But they do win a corner. Kane Farm 2. Plays it in the middle. Cowie's having a very difficult time there. Trying to get past Mitchell. Puts that ball across the byline for a corner, which they took quickly. And Citron trying to get onto that ball. Turns very well and wins it back. Falls just behind him and he moves forward. Powell gets it. Citron holds on to it, plays it to another teammate, trying to beat his man. And the spacing in that play was not of the best. And that's the end of the second match of the opening night of the Trincity Community League. And we have had another 1-0 result, this time in favor of the Dinsley Village team. They take a 1-0 game over Kane Farm 2 in this, the second game of the opening night, the closing game of the opening night. So we had 2 games that finished 1-0. The first game goes to Delmare Avenue over the Dinsley Avenue team. The strike in the second half. And now we have in the second game another 1-goal game. This time, Dinsley Village over Kane Farm. There we see Kane Farm. We have some highlights going on. Kane Farm again not having the best of the exchanges received. Citron again. Citron seems to figure in all of these highlights. He had been all over this game. We have again in the first half, mistiming a header there. Should have put them ahead. As you see at the halftime. They are rolling, the youngster rolling that ball into the net, celebrating wholeheartedly. See coming back. One of the few opportunities for Kane Farm. And there's Powell trying to see if he can get that ball forward, and that's when he was fouled, maliciously fouled, you could see, flagrantly fouled. But in the end, it was Dinsley Village taking the second game, 1-0 over Kane Farm 2. We are going to be here at the Montague Recreation Ground on a nightly basis. We're going to be here on Saturday night. Tomorrow night is going to have 4 games on the schedule. And those 4 games will feature Kane Farm versus Castleton. Dinsley is also going to be playing again tomorrow night against Montague. Bolio Avenue is going to be taking on Castleton 2. And Roland Gardens as well is going to be taking on Montague 2. So from us here at M&E Television, from Peter C. Lewis, the director, and our technical staff, we say thank you. We say thank you from the Montague Recreation Ground, and we will see you here again tomorrow night. Good evening.